Alright, here we are, Digger Dave, Privy Paul dealer on another adventure. Coming to you in the last of January 2020. We're in a northern Illinois frozen tundra town here. So we had to chop through. I got a little hole going here, having to use bars to chop. And see, I laid a couple tarps out there. We're just going to dig a test hole and come over here a little bit. Paul and Dave, they're over here getting started into one. They chopped in a little bit there and got their tarp just starting
out there. So anyway, we'll see what's down in here, and then we'll come back whenever we got something to talk about. So we hope everybody's doing well. Stay tuned for an adventure. Have no idea what's going to happen here, but that's just the way it is with this privy digging. You can see we still got snow in there. Got a bunch of bushes and vines, and there was rocks and stuff here, but actually kind of helped, allowed me to get through the rocks once I pried them out and got a little test hole. So we definitely got one. It's going down pretty deep, so we'll see what's going to happen. So let's go, and you stay with us now. We're going to dig all day. All right, I'm getting down in my hole about 4 feet deep. So opening up, it's going down pretty deep. Paul and David bailed out on that one. Didn't feel like it was anything, but they got another going one. Got another one going over here, and they're hitting a couple things. I'm gonna show what they got here. First of all, they got, let's see what it is here. Yeah, Professor Collins' world-renowned Brazilian gum. This ain't fair. Look at that. They're down like 2 feet, and I'm 4 feet hitting nothing.
Foot and a half.
There's a 5 drops. Here's a little free sample. Dr. Bell's pine tar honey from the E.E. Sutherland Medicine Company, Paducah, Kentucky. And that was a free sample given away to get people to buy the bigger bottles. So we'll see if it worked or not. So we get down in there. And this was,
I was gonna say this is just a little up high fill area where they're filling the snow.
Yeah, it's starting to snow now. That's wonderful. That's all right. I'd rather have it snow than rain.
Any day.
This is a cool one. It's a Healy and Bigelow's Kickapoo Indian Oil. So they're looking like 1890s already. So that's pretty neat. Yeah. Well, you guys getting a start there.
Little pocket of bottles.
One little pocket. There's a slick beer. Yeah, that was probably it, though. I probably won't see another bottle for another 5 or 6 feet.
Right there.
Oh, it's a big iron hoop or something, barrel hoop maybe. But you can see it's like rich soil down in there, but all right. Well, I'm gonna go back through the snow and the frozen tundra over here to my hole. So, all right, well, just wanted to show our progress here. All right, David's been helping me bucket out my hole, and it's down about 9 feet. Just getting down to the top of the trash layer down there, hitting some ironstone china pieces. There was a couple cups there. This was the first bottle just pulled out where I come out here a minute ago, and it's a real nice 1870s or maybe late 60s applied lip, real crude applied lip hinge mold medicine bottle. So getting kind of excited about that. Got some nice age. There was a pipe stem there, so we'll keep watching for the bowl. And Paul's over there digging. I just wanted to show what he just pulled out broken. It was a really crude applied lip cathedral pepper sauce bottle. So he's definitely into 70s stuff too. So we got a couple 70s holes going. You can see he's down in there. Getting some broken stuff here.
There's a lot of broken stuff.
A lot of broken. Ooh, look at that. Rockingham. But I'm going to show a couple of these things. I'm getting excited now. We still get excited.
There's a big bone.
Look at that bone. Wow.
I got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah, we got a bone. Here's that dog over there. Bring him over here. Wow, that does look good, man. Real rich, trashy stuff.
Yeah, there's a stoneware mineral water sticking out.
Is there?
Some bricks around it.
Yeah, I can't see it from this angle, but let me see if I can get it down.
Some old shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah.
See this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an old jug, but the lips, lips broke.
Oh yeah. Ooh, man, that looks like a salt glaze one too. That can always be repaired.
Nice
Hey,
orange,
look at that. Nice.
orange colored mineral water.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cracked.
Oh, probably German.
Yep, sure is.
Salter's
Look
not
how
salt.
orange it is, though.
Wow,
That's
it
cool.
is orange. Bright orange. Wow. Show a couple more as he's working on that.
Oh, it's even.
Oh, it's ovoid or something.
Oh, look at that. It's one of them.
It's got a hole in the bottom, too.
Oh, what a shame.
Is it marked?
Look at the shape of that thing. Wow, it's cone shaped.
Sure is.
Yeah, that's
pretty early, ain't it?
Yeah, I think that's Peoria because I've dug those before. Okay. Wow, that was a cool looking one, wasn't it?
It sure was.
Yep, nice old almost green glaze on it. TP shaped, I guess you'd call that.
Yeah.
You can see he's got some Rockingham there, an ironstone pitcher.
It'd definitely be worth keeping as a little showpiece.
Yeah, that's worth keeping for now, sure.
It's definitely
Square
really
dragons.
trashy right there.
It's an 1858. Nice old early 1858. It's got a couple of these Gillette's Chemical Works, little extract bottles, actually 3 of them. Oh, I was showing this pipe here a while ago. Nice old clay pipe with a kind of almost ribs. It looks like it's got some stars on it.
Pieces of old shoes.
Look at the shoes coming out.
Leather.
Yep.
My knees caving in the hole.
There's a yellowware chamber pot with a blue mocha seaweed pattern. Some people in the South call them tobacco spit. You see the blue on there. There's that cathedral. Oh, let me go back.
Clear medicine.
Hey.
Dr. August Koenig's Hamburg
Yeah.
Trophin. It's a nice clear one.
Yeah, all right, Paul. Nice little medicine there.
Yeah.
Boy, he's pulling them out. I'm going to keep it live here for a minute.
Yeah, there's some sticking out. Ow.
Ooh, cut.
I don't think I got cut.
I've been a bad example on this boy. He digs without gloves.
Broken fruit jar. Uh-oh, the hero.
Oh, yep, hero jar. Sometimes them are real weird ones, aren't they?
Is that a common one?
That's pretty common, the hero. But it's 1870s for sure. Boy, he's just in a really good trashy layer there.
Sure is.
Man, anything could come out of there. Bitters. Yep. Not much room. I'm just gonna show what I can
You
here.
got another fruit jar right there, Paul.
Yeah, there's some broken ones.
Oh. But we get so excited though because you get down some of these holes and there just ain't much, and then other holes. And
There's more.
oh yeah, more of
Banded.
that chamber pot, and that's a handle to it.
Dirt down the wrong.
Oh,
Behind it.
let's show that here. Let's see if I can get in over from this angle over here. Privy Paul pulling them out.
Must be one of them condiment
Oh
balls.
yeah, that is good. Good job of identifying that. The old lamp chimney with a really flared out lip on it. Those are the older style from the 1860s.
Oh, there's the rest of it.
Yep, there it is.
I just buried the rest of the.
Oh well,
Lip.
yeah. It's one of them condiment bottles, castor bottles. So,
That would have looked pretty cheap purples.
yeah, it would have. Yeah, I forget what that pattern name is on that. Yeah. Well, it's broken. We could glue the top on, but we got so much of that stuff now. Just can't keep it all. Uh-oh, there was a
Top's gone.
little round cylinder medicine.
Yeah, a bunch of roots in it.
Yeah. He's got hair growing. There's a hair grower bottle. Oh, it
Uh-oh, what's that? That's a blob top.
uh-oh. What is that? You
You're in a
gotta
car.
see that.
Can't hardly reach it.
Paul's Paul's gonna pull it out. Let's see what.
Oh, it's a long neck soda.
Hey, all right.
Felrath.
Yeah, H. Felrath from Peoria. Sweet.
It almost looks pontiled,
Oh,
Dad.
man, that's an old one. That's 60s there, man.
Well, look at that bottom.
Wow, it is. It's almost pontiled.
Wow, I can't believe that.
Oh, cool. That's a nice find, man. Man, it's almost a green color, Paul.
It's definitely dark.
Look at that, Dave. What do you think? Dark aqua or?
Dark.
I guess dark
green.
aqua. Yeah. All right. Fresh out of the hole. I better put that one in a box or something so it don't freeze or anything. It's in the 20s today here. So you figure that stuff's been down in a hole in a certain temperature for since 1860s or early 70s. All right, man, that's a good find.
That's all I can dig without cleaning it out.
Yeah, okay, he's gonna have to clean it out, so.
Wow, that was cool.
Yeah, that was fun, man. Nice soda and pipes.
I guess it's not quite pontiled smooth.
No, it's probably early 70s, I'd say,
Okay.
based on the newest stuff, but still, we're just getting into the top of that. So it's probably gonna be 60s.
Yeah, I think
There's gonna be some mixed pontiled maybe in here, so yay!
All right.
We're excited. Privy Paul probes out an old one. Old one in the snow.
Yep.
I still like that jug, man, even though it's beat up.
It's cool looking.
It is wild, man. Get that cleaned up. Fix
You
that
guys
top.
never found one like that before?
Yeah, I have actually. I've dug a couple similar to that in Peoria, so. All right, man. Well, we're gonna get back to it. I got to get over here in my hole and finish that one off, so we'll see what happens. All right, Paul and I took a little break, went and got something to eat, warm our feet up. We were both freezing, and David was over here, kept on digging.
Well,
He pulled out a couple. What'd you hit over here, man?
I found more pieces of that.
Oh yeah, more of the yellowware, wasn't it? But anyway, he had another good soda, man, an early R. Hickey from Peoria, Illinois on the back, and you can't see it, but it says F.A. and Company there, H on the bottom, and that sucker was right at 1861 during the Civil War, man. And then, what was that, broken jar?
And it was in box,
Oh yeah,
too.
he's still hitting trash down in there, aren't
Look
you?
at this skull piece.
Oh
with
wow,
teeth in
look
it.
at that. What on
Oh,
earth?
there's another
Oh,
one.
and look at that, it's a jaw. Yeah, that's cool. It's a
is cool.
mastodon.
Yeah.
We're hitting prehistoric
Dinosaur
fossils.
pieces.
I don't know if you can read,
Dinosaurs.
but it was in box on
Man.
the bottom.
Yep. That was to that hero, I think.
Yeah.
It's got the company around the edge.
Oh yeah, yep. But look at this thing. This is a little like a gnome or some kind of a little runty looking guy with a horn or something. And it's I guess it's a match striker. It's got the striking plate on the back there, a little match holder. But check this guy out, man. He's got like a little black shorts on, and he's got a little hood thing going on, beard, all kinds of stuff. So I don't know, that was kind of neat. So anyway, another broken. David almost had this hole, wasn't it? It was like you hit another soda. Look at that. It's got a lip chip.
No way.
All right.
Hickey.
Another Hickey. Yeah. That's a different one yet. Ooh, that one might be pontiled. Yeah. R.E. Hickey, Peoria, Illinois. Sweet. I don't know if it's pontiled, but man, it's right close. We're definitely 60s. All right. Got a soda hole going. But look at that. Isn't that a shame? It was a lamp chimney with a hole in it. Man, it's getting cold. I'll tell you that. I'm freezing, I'll be honest.
Too.
It's dropped into the 20s and the wind's blowing, so the wind chill's probably down pretty close to zero, I'm saying.
That might be the wall.
Probably the wall. Yeah, you don't want to go into the wall too much on that. But all right, well, Paul's going to bucket for me, or I'm going to bucket for him. We're going to go over here and get onto this other hole, get it finished up. These holes can be really dangerous here because it's sand, you know, it's sand, natural sand. So you've got to really know what you're doing, what to look for on these. I wouldn't recommend it to the amateurs, so just a word to the wise. But anyway, we're going to get down there and see what we can hit. Well, Paul pulled a few buckets for me. We got down about the 10-foot level here and the wall's starting to fall. We pulled out a nice hinge mold medicine bottle, long neck cylinder, but I'll show it right away. But anyway, from years of experience, I know when these things are gonna give way on you, and unfortunately there was a fall off of this corner, which you can see here, and the rest of this is probably gonna go at some point. The problem is you could get down there another foot or so. See how it's trickling in there. I just wanted to show this for anybody that ever digs in Peoria. Watch this. See how it's going? It's just like digging in a sandbox, man. And the rest of this wall is going to fall. Once that falls, here comes the rest of it. See it? It's scary, I tell you. Just because I've dug here for so many years, you know, I'm aware of it, and I got out of there, but I've been covered up before, so I just want to kind of warn the amateurs that please don't dig in Peoria unless you have somebody with you that's got a lot of experience. But I just wanted to kind of show that. And it's too bad, because I'm sure there's some good bottles down there, but it's not worth risking your life for. So anyway, that's that. We're going to go on to the other hole, show what's going on in it. Hopefully we can get it dug. Look at the size of that bone. Man, I got a bone to pick with you.
That is a giant bone.
Wow, it looked like a big fish tail or something.
This might have been a horse, because that's a spine.
Oh yeah, there's spine pieces all over up there.
Really?
A cow or
that's
something.
like what do they call that, a clavicle or something?
Scapula.
Scapula, maybe?
I don't know.
Wow.
But that is a big bone.
What's David hitting over here? Oh man, that is a rare one. That was an H. Fellrath round bottom soda, which is very, very rare. It might have sat upright, but that is a very scarce variant. Unfortunately, the top's broke, but
Yeah, go figure.
yeah.
It's me.
No. That's too bad. Well, anyway, we're going to get down in there, see what else is down there. And David's still working on a couple things. And man, there are a lot of bones in this thing. Look at all of them. Rib bones. And that's a daddy of them all there, though. You got to keep that. That's too cool. Here's this cylinder I just pulled out a hole of mine before it was collapsing. Long neck, 1860s half circle hinge mold. Is that a shame? Wow, look at the teeth.
That's cool.
Jaw bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good teeth.
They are. I could use them.
Yeah. Oh, and Paul pulled out this hole here that he's working on. There was a pontiled Godfrey's cordial, little tapered cylinder. Had a little greenish aqua.
Yeah.
It's mixed pontiled.
Show that other singer.
Oh yeah, where'd that go? Oh, that's a hickey. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they pulled this one out too. The Charles Singer Blob Top. Come out a little higher up there, but that's definitely 1870s. Yep, Charles Singer, Peoria. So, wow, they were soda drinkers, weren't they? All right, well, we're gonna get on in there. It's freezing cold. My fingers are numb. Just a couple of minutes I've been on top here. Yep. Oh, somebody got their tooth knocked out. Look at that.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Well, we're gonna get down in there and see. Oh, I got my hole here before it's collapsing. I also pulled out an old skeleton key, brass skeleton key. It was down in there. Man, that makes me sad. We can't get that, but you dare not do it. I used to use shoring and all kinds of stuff, but man, it was just a death trap. So anyway, we're gonna get on in it. Really? Paul just. Let me see, what is that? What do you got there?
It's Dr.Butts Excelsior Liniment, Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago, wow.
Half hinge mold, but I can't tell if that's a pontiled right there or not.
Oh man, it looks like it
But
could
look at
be.
that top.
Yeah, nice early 60s medicine
That is
bottle.
awesome.
Sweet. All right, Paul. That's a scarce one too, man. I've only dug like one of them. Dr. Butts, yep. Electric Liniment, Chicago, yep. Got the old half circle hinge mold bottom on it. Sweet. All right. Well, at least this hole's still going. Mine caved in and had to bail out on. But all right, he's still going to it. Him and Dave are at least getting us a few things for the day here. Any more down there, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know how far it goes, but there's still some undug stuff.
All right, cool. I'll have this one filled in a minute and I'll come over here and help you. But anyway, my sad hole. I'm gonna put this bottle down in here, bro. I'll lose it. Yep, I'm getting it filled in now. But that's not what you want to have happen to you if you're down in there 10 or 12 feet and have them walls come in. Because I'll tell you what, it'd be a hard story for my son to have to call my wife and tell her what happened. The police come out and it'd be a bad, bad deal. So
I have to ask the medicine man over there.
yeah, you got another broken one?
Rough?
Rough. Rough and ready?
No, Puff.
Puff.
Buff. B-U-F-F.
Oh, Buff. Oh, Buffalo. Buffalo, New York, maybe?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, John Buffington. An old friend of ours, we called him Buffy. He died
Well, guess what?
here a couple years ago, but what was that one say? Yep, Buffalo. That's what it was. It was Buffalo. It was probably a Dr. Pierce's gold medical discovery or something like that. But yep. Anyway, John Buffington, old Buffy, we miss him. He was quite the digger, and anyway, we never let people's memory totally go away. We think about it. So all right, well, hopefully Paul and David will pull a few more out over here. All right, Paul and David are still working on their hole here. Hit a couple, looks like
That was
early whiskeys. Or that have anything on the bottom, Dave?
No.
Lots
No.
of L&W marked stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. A lot of L&W. This one was something different. AGW Company glasswork.
Just the bottom.
Is that it at the
There,
bottom?
good job.
Oh, well, that's it. You're lucky to hit a shallow one, huh?
Yeah.
Wish mine would have been shallower. We could have got it. Well, thank the Lord for safety, and look at that top of that
Yeah.
amber flask. Wow, look at that. Yep, top to an amber strap side flask, and there was the bottom of it right there. It said L&W on it. That would have been cool.
Another flask smashed.
Another broken flask, he says.
They're not embossed, but they're
Yeah,
60s.
boy. Yep, quite a bit of trash down there. Let's see if he hits anything else.
I don't know if that's bottom or not. It's hard, but
Yeah, it probably is.
the ashes.
Yeah. Never know. Well,
You want to come?
you might have.
Probe down there, Paul?
Yeah, I guess I should probe it to be sure. Just thankful for safety, you know. I mean, it's the main thing. When you're digging for old bottles, don't ever take chances. This neighborhood here we're digging, I was digging here about 30 years ago, and I'm telling you what, you wouldn't want to bring your daughter or your wife here, I promise you that.
That's not bottom.
It's not bottom.
Nope.
Hey!
It's a hard pack layer.
Ooh, still goes in.
It could go older.
All right. All right, folks, hang on here, because this story is not finished
It's
yet.
not over yet.
The final chapter is yet to be written. But yeah, I was just saying, this neighborhood was pretty crusty years ago. There was a bar down here on the end, actually two of them, and the hangout for the druggies and stuff. And we encountered some problems here, but anyway, I'm done with this hole over here.
Uh-oh, cobalt medicine, bro.
Oh no, here I
Don't say that.
broken cobalt medicine. Let
Cobalt
me
panel
see.
medicine might have been a
Yeah.
McGuire from
Oh, it looks like a McGuire. Yep. There's a cobalt paneled medicine from St. Louis called McGuire Chemists and Druggists. We've dug some of them up here, and that's what that looks like. They're a real nice bottle. But all right, well, never know. All right, well, this one's done. I just wanted to show what it looked like. We used tarps, thankfully, because in these vines and stuff, man, you'd have never gotten that dirt out of there, and it come out real good. There was actually a little sink there when we started, and you can see now it's not, so we're happy with that. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can find something else here while Paul's finishing up, so we'll see back. All right, Paul's still digging away down in there. He just pulled out, what was it?
It's an ink bottle with the top gone, but it's open pontiled.
Wow, ain't that a shame?
There wasn't nothing on it, but there's a rolled lip round ink.
Yep.
Probably 1850s.
Wow, yep. Nice little pontiled ink. Boy, sometimes them are embossed too. Yeah, nice open pontiled, scar on the bottom.
Marbles.
Another marble? Yeah.
Yep.
We're hitting a few marbles.
I hit another piece of that great big bone.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, I see it there. Yep. I just found that in the back dirt. It's a little brown Bennington marble. Paul found a couple others there. A couple more pipes. So we're hitting a few things. Don't know if there's much more down there. That big piece of bone. I'm going to toss that off the side over there. All right. Well, I hit another hole over here. Actually moved a piece of stuff, and I was able to get my probe through in one spot there by using the bar and hit one, laying the tarps out here, so don't know what it is. We'll find out. Alright, Paul's still working away down there. He actually hit the remnants of a brick wall, so it looks like this was a privy that fell in. He pulled out, him and Dave pulled out a bunch of bricks.
Yeah, down here you can see the brick wall.
It's a brick wall right there where
Up
he's
here
at.
it's wood.
Above that, there's no bricks, so
Yeah.
must have fell in, and then they had to abandon it. So unfortunately, hey, oh,
That was embossed, but the top's gone.
is it? What was it on there?
Alfred Wright.
Alfred
Rochester.
Oh, Alfred Wright, little cologne bottle. Just the
Top's
top gone. You can see over there was some more broken stuff. There was a Pike's Peak flask broken. And that was a McGuire that we hit earlier. There's, you can see the pieces of it. J&C McGuire,
There's the top to that bottle. But
chemist and druggist.
not that it matters.
Yeah. You had a couple other little slicks here, little hinge mold medicine bottle. Nothing on that. Might say L&W on the bottom. Yeah, it says L&W on it. Another little aqua applied lip medicine. And square. It's all 1860s, early 1870s down in there.
Oh, there's one of them John J. Smiths from Louisville.
Oh yeah.
Applied lip.
Yep.
Them come pontiled too, don't
They
they?
sure do. Man, oh man. Yeah, it's too bad. There's a lot of neat broken stuff in there. Oh yeah, he did hit a nice doll head here. It's broken, but nice old one, blue eyes.
Thought it was a pot lid. It's a
Oh.
just the bottom to an ironstone pitcher.
Yeah, we hit one of those rectangular pot bases earlier broken, and we were hoping to find the lid, so maybe it's still in there.
Yeah, well, it's going pretty far back there.
Yeah, still got a little corner to go there, so you know, there's always a hope for there to be something.
Yep.
It's just our optimism, man. You get in these holes and still hoping for one more goodie in there.
Oh, there's a
Hey, what'd that fall in?
clear, another Hamburg trophy. That's chipped.
Oh, hamburger trophy.
Yep.
Hamburger drops. All right. Well,
Hamburger pills.
yeah.
Bag of bones. There's a bunch
Yeah, a lot of bones, man. Big bones, little bones, everything in between. All right, well, I'm hitting a little bottle over there in mine. My hole don't feel too good, but I'm gonna go over here and see what that bottle is. I opened this thing up a little bit. Had to chop through. You can see the ground's frozen there, but it wasn't too bad. But there was one down in here. It's only down about 3 foot, and it feels like it don't really materialize much down in there, but I was hitting something here. Let's see what it is. Looks like it's a panel of medicine or something. Let's see if it's embossed. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, Indian sagwa. Hey, with the Indian on it. Nice one. Paul hit a Helium Bigelow's Kickapoo Indian oil in his. And this one we get the sagwa with a big Indian on it. Yeah, well that's nice. Helium Bigelow's. And it's got the Indian chief on the front of it. Indian sagwa. So, alright, well, that's going to keep me digging here for a while. That's like late 80s, early 90s maybe. So, alright, well, that's something anyway. I'll put that out there. Maybe there's some more down in there. Let's go down and see. Okay, Paul's down in there still pulling stuff out. What do you hit there? Oh, it's a lantern chimney, isn't it?
Yeah, something proof it says.
Oh, yeah, fireproof or... Hey, did you hit a pipe?
Yeah.
He's hit a few things down there. Nice old
pipe with little bumps on it.
Yeah, clay pipe.
And this was a real nice perfume or cologne bottle.
Pontiled cologne. Oh.
Broke.
And Gilligan Singer soda with the top broke on it. That's an early one, F.A. & Co. That's 1861.
And there's a deer skull.
Look at that skull. That's cool. Yeah, boy, we hit skulls in here.
And there was a wax sealer that was side embossed, William McCauley.
Yeah.
And there was a top to it.
Top, yep. Wax sealer jars. A lot of chimneys, whiskey glasses.
Cool stuff.
Wow. All right.
But it keeps going, but it just not too good. Nothing whole much.
Yeah, kind of petering out, but all right. Well, I'm hitting a couple things over here. I'm going to go show. Just pull out a yellowware bowl. It's kind of cool. Just hit that in there. Anyway, I'll get down here and show a couple other things. There's a couple bottles in the wall. There ain't much in this hole. I'm going down to see what's down in there, but just hit a little, there's a flower pot, majolica, like a pitcher, a real pretty majolica. It's like 1880s stuff. So anyway, there's a couple bottles sticking out here. I'm going to go ahead and pull them out. Let's see what these are here. There's a little medicine. Come on, be something good and embossed. Oh, there's nothing on it. Oh man, oh well, nice little medicine anyway. Probably 1870s, early 80s. Nice panels. Paul pulled out a couple good medicines earlier we were thankful for. I think this is broken, let's see. No, yeah, it's got a chip on the rim. Some kind of little jelly glass. So anyway, oh, I see a lip of something else maybe right there. There's like a little pocket there. Let's go ahead and dig these out. There's something else underneath that. Cool. Yeah, there ain't much here, but that was right by where that Helium Bigelow's bottle was. I dug down and not hitting much down there, so oh, that one's got a hole in it, doesn't it? A little slick medicine. It's probably 1880s. There's another one. Hey, this one's embossed. Good. Drugstore bottle. I think it's our first drugstore bottle of the day. Charles Zimmerman, druggists, Peoria, Illinois. Okay. 1880s. Nice oval, flat front. It's got the mortar and pestle on there. Well, I'm just making it worse, ain't I? Yeah. Charles Zimmerman. All right. Let's see if there's anything else in that little pocket. I think that was about it. But anyway, it doesn't feel like there's much of a going down in there like there's trash, so I'm not sure. Maybe a little ash pit or something. But anyhow, I'm always thankful to be hitting something. Anything. It's always fun. Okay, well, there's some rusty stuff there. Could always be a bottle in that, but doesn't look like there is right here, so. But anyway, I just wanted to show that. We got something going. Paul's hole's winding down. Don't look like there's much else left in it. So him and Dave will probably fill that one in, and well, you may see if we can find one more here. This one ain't gonna pan out, doesn't look like, but At least we got a couple things. There's some more of that majolica. Was up in there, it looks like. That was like a pitcher. Yeah, there's a handle to it. Yep. Old majolica. That was real pretty stuff. Real popular in 1870s and 80s. All over central Illinois. So, well, that's about on the wall. There's some window glass there. There's some more of that thing. That was like the bottom of it. Yeah, that's the bottom of that majolica pitcher. Alright, well, I'm gonna get some of these roots out of here and go down and see if there's anything down there. I felt like I might be a little skim of a layer down there, about 7 feet or so, 6 foot, so I'll see. But anyway, it's on the same lot, I believe, as what Paul and David are digging at over there. Alright, well, at least we're getting a few little things here. Alright, just went down in there and pulled out one more little bottle. Wasn't hardly anything down there, but at least I got this one. It's a Helium Bigelow's Kickapoo Indian Oil, just like the one Paul pulled out over there. And we're digging on the same lot, so this hole picks up where his left off. That's a good example of that. Paul's hole that he was digging was like 1860s and went into the 70s, maybe early 80s at the very top. And this one here is 1880s, maybe even early 90s. But it's interesting because the Helium Bigelow's Kickapoo Indian Oil hit the Kickapoo Sagwa a few minutes ago, and from the same company, and it was a traveling medicine show. But there's another one up here sticking out. Looks like a square, like a shoe polish bottle. I'm just gonna pull that one out. It's probably not much, but yeah, looks like it's teal color. That's kind of cool. Anyway, it's some kind of, it looks like a stove polish or shoe polish bottle, but I believe it's like a teal blue color. So that's awesome. We'll take it. So at least we got 2 more little keepers there. Let me see if there's anything else right there before I sign this thing off. There's some cans there. It could have been something. Just ain't much there. But all right, well, some more bones. That hole over there was just full of bones. It's a little bit going back in there. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out and tunnel back in there and see if there's any other bottles. So at least we got a couple there. So all right, I'm finished with mine over there. Didn't pull out anything after that Helium Bigelow bottle, but Paul's over here and look down there. I'm gonna try to zoom in on that. See if I can zoom in. Takes a little minute for it to zoom. Doesn't that look good? A little half-pint Union flask. Unfortunately, it's got a hole in the side. Look at that.
It's got a hole in it.
Ain't that a shame?
It's a nice crude one with the eagle.
Yep. Nice old one, but oh well.
Yep, that's the way bottle digging goes.
That's the way it goes.
It's right on the bottom.
Man, he's got a nice little husband's laundry blue there, double strength. That's from St. Louis. Nice little 1870s bottle. Husband Brothers. He's down in there still finishing out the last little corner. Hopes there's still something left, maybe.
Yeah, I hope so.
We'll
it's
see.
It's about done though.
Yeah. Okay, hey everybody. Next day after the dig, got everything cleaned up. Even I'm cleaned up, so anyway, I'll show a little bit of what we got. Alright, while washing one of our bottles, the R.E. Hickey from Peoria soda bottle, which this, by the way, came from like 6 or 7 feet down in the ground as you watched it being pulled out on the video there. Anyway, when I was washing it, it was something, the water was moving, and I thought it was some kind of chemical. Lo and behold, it's thousands of ants, I guess, that were like hibernating inside this bottle here since it's so cold. And I don't know, you probably can't see them very well, but anyway, there's the whole top of this water has a film of ants there, and a bunch of them have already, I guess they drowned and went down to the bottom. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I wanted to show that come out of this bottle that's been in the ground for 150 years. And of course, you know, these ants are new. They just went down in the ground, were hibernating, so no wonder ants survive so well. So I just thought that was interesting. And We ended up having to yesterday. It really was pretty cold. It was in the 20s with the wind blowing, but we stuck it out. We dug 3 holes, and we started into another couple more, but I figured out that I had probably dug them myself over 30 years ago. So that's a problem in some areas, especially in Illinois, where I've dug for many years, dug 50 years, so there's a lot of dug holes out there, and you'd think I would remember, but anyway, we had a couple that I had dug a long time ago. But we'll go ahead and show a few little things here that we got. Kind of drab as far as the color thing goes. It was kind of odd. We didn't get anything that was of any good color that was intact. But we did get some cool fossils. Just kidding, they're bones. But an interesting one that I thought was pretty cool is a duck-billed platypus. And you could see its long duck bill there and its teeth. And there was its big fin, its paddle fin. You know, little duck-billed platypus. But no, I'm just kidding. I better stop kidding because I might have some people calling in. Are going to give me all kinds of trouble here. And we just saved a few little things because of the teeth, probably horse bones. This poor dude had a root canal. See the root? There it is. Poor little critter had a root canal. This is like something you find out in the deserts out west. And oh, we saved some of these. I don't know, it's probably some kind of a horse or, you know, mule maybe, but it looks like a horse, which, you know, you find a lot of them in the outhouse privies. There was just some more teeth and that kind of thing, but we had a lot of bones. I'm amazed at how many bones was in that privy that the Paul dug. It ended up being a big long brick liner, about 6 or 7 feet long, and anyway, for where we were digging, it was shallow. It was only like maybe 8 feet, 9 feet to the bottom. But it went back to 1860s in the bottom and went from probably 1861 or 62, maybe up to 1870s. But I was going to show, this is kind of one of our better finds, these sodas. There's one here. This is not the oldest one, but it was probably the rarest one. And unfortunately, the top is chipped on it. But it was from H. Fellrath, and it says Peoria, Illinois, all spelled out vertically. And it's almost a rounded bottom, but it's not quite. It's just real rounded. But it was an applied blob top from 1870s. But that is a very rare bottle. And in 40 years of digging in Peoria, I think I've only found 1 or 2 of those. So that is a very rare bottle. Right next to it is not a real rare bottle, but nevertheless, it's pretty cool. It says Charles Singer, Peoria, Illinois. And on the back, it's got the A&DH Chambers glass mark, A&DHC from Pittsburgh. And it was an applied blob top from the 70s. And then this one next to it is a real nice early H. Fellrath, Peoria, Illinois, ILLS. I thought that was kind of neat. But it's a long neck squat. And it almost looks like it's pontiled. I'm sure it's not. But yeah, it just looks like it, doesn't it? Because, you know, I'd clean the bottle up, but it looks almost like it's got an iron pontil on the bottom of it. But anyway, that's pretty cool. H. Fellrath. That's a rare one of those very first bottle from the 1860s. And then another real old one is an R.E. Hickey, Peoria, Illinois. And it's got the blob top on it. And these do come pontiled, but this one's a smooth base, I believe. But boy, it's close. It's definitely in the Civil War period of the 1860s. An R.E. Hickey. And another one from the same company, but embossed different. See the difference of the variation? And a lot of times you can date your bottles that way by the companies that when they were in business. And on this particular one, where it says R. Hickey on the front, on the back it says Peoria, Illinois, and then it's got a very indicative glasshouse mark, F.A. & Co., which stands for Fonistock Albury and Company out of Pittsburgh. And that company was only using that mark from 1860 to 1862, according to the glass studies that have been done. But anyway, that was kind of exciting to see all those sodas come out of the same hole. We'd actually hit a couple more in there. We didn't bring them, and this was one of our better bottles. It was a nice old Dr. Butts Excelsior liniment from Chicago, Illinois, and it's got the old half circle hinge mold bottom, applied lip. Can't see it real good because it's still kind of hazy. I hadn't cleaned it up. I just rinsed the dirt and crud out of it. But that's a nice old bottle, Dr. Butts Excelsior liniment from the early 1860s, Civil War period. And this is a drugstore bottle, the only drugstore we got that day. But it was a Charles Zimmerman druggist, Peoria, Illinois. And it's got the mortar and pestle on it. That's 1880s. Nice one. Yeah, this is a little later. It came out of a different area up in the top of Paul's hole. It's a free sample. And it says Dr. Bell's on the other side. It says pine tar honey. And it's from the E.E. Sutherland Medicine Company, Paducah, Kentucky. So that's kind of a cute little bottle. They had a lot of these sample bottles that were shaped just like this. I've got a big bunch of them in my collection, probably 30 or 40 different ones, cures and stuff. And they gave those away to get people to buy the bigger bottles. You know, drugstores would give them away. So that's kind of fun, a little sub collection you can get going. And here's one. After 50 years of digging, again, another one that I've never heard of before. And it said Thompson and Randall. I can't see it real good. Well, I thought I could remember what it was. Oh, syrup and molasses, Baltimore. That's what it is. Yeah, Thompson and Randall, syrups and molasses, Baltimore. So isn't that wild? Just goes to show, not a valuable bottle, you know, but it was just interesting. And then we got two of these, one out of the hole that Paul David dug and the one that I dug a few feet away. Healy and Bigelow's Kickapoo Indian Oil, and those were real popular in the Midwest. And these two guys, they formed a partnership and became very wealthy. This was another of their bottles here. I should have cleaned it up better, but it's got a picture of an Indian chief in war bonnet on the front, and then it says Healy and Bigelow Indian Sagwa. And that's from the same company, all three of them bottles from that same outfit. And there's a good story behind them. I won't relate the whole thing, but the guys, they took upon the monikers of Doc Healy and Texas Charlie Bigelow. And they were out of New Haven, Connecticut. And they formed actual traveling Indian medicine shows. And they had real live Indians. And they would tour the country. And I've actually found you know, eyewitness accounts of it in newspapers from the late 1880s and then 1890s that told about the shows. And there was actually very good entertainment in those days. And they would come into town and throw up their big tent, and the Indians and, you know, horses would come in and the wagons, and it was just awesome. And people would come from miles around to see the, you know, the Kickapoo Indian show. And so anyway, during the intermission, they would come out, the Indians would sell these bottles of patent medicines, and they wouldn't start up again until all their medicines were sold. So they had to buy them all or they wouldn't start their show up again. So they obviously had come to this town and sold their products. So I just thought that was a neat little story. And then some more down here. There's a lot of slicks. We didn't get a lot of stuff. We got some old ones though. All these are little aqua applied top patent medicine bottles, from small up to a little bit bigger. They all have nice applied lips on them and hinge mold bottoms, hinge seam. And we're going to be coming out talking about that real soon, I promise. Just getting the bottles together. Need to stop digging a couple days. This one had a glass maker's mark on it. Whether it can be seen or not, I know not, but it says L&W, which was Lawrence and Whiteman out of Pittsburgh. And this was kind of a neat bottle. It's a Husband's Laundry Blue Double Strength. And it's got a nice crude drippy applied lip. That's from 1870s, and it's not a husband like a husband of a wife, it's brothers, husband brothers, that was out of St. Louis. So I like St. Louis bottles. I got a big collection of them, and I've got a couple of them in there. I kind of like those. This was the last bottle that came out of that deep hole that I was digging. Paul was pulling buckets for me. I didn't get to show it. I was just getting ready to do some video on it, and the walls started looking really bad to me. And anyway, I just thank the Lord that I was able to see it cracking in the wall. And this town where we were at, it's basically sand, you know, it's what the soil is. And the wall on that one, they're wood liners, a lot of them, and the wood is gone. You wouldn't even know it. The wood is completely disintegrated. So some of them are real hard packed and you can dig them, but this one wasn't, and it was round, and it started to peel away at about the 6 foot level, and I just happened to see it, and I got out of the hole, and it caved in right after that. And so I just want to warn people, warn diggers, that be extremely careful when you're digging in those kind of conditions, because even after all my years of experience, you know, it's hard to get out of a hole. That definitely was 1860s and 70s down in there, but it's not worth your life. So I just want to encourage others, especially young diggers, just not worth it, man. Live to fight another day, as I always say. And that bottle just reminds me of that, because that was the last bottle to come out of there. It was the first one down in the bottom layer, and I could feel stuff. I was right on top of it, and I was just getting ready to start pulling out bottles, and the walls just, you know, were starting to peel on me. And I've been covered up there before. I'll tell that story some other time. But anyway, here was a cool one Paul pulled out. It's a little medicine bottle called Paracamph from Louisville, Kentucky, and still got the lid on it and a little bit of the stuff in it. I just left it as it is. And another little cute bottle. Let me see if it'll show up a little better up here. Professor Collins world-renowned Brazilian gum. Isn't that wild? Kind of a unique shaped little bottle. It had like a glue in it, I believe is what that was. And there was two of these, Dr. August Koenig's Hamburger Trophen, which was a German drops. It was a stomach drops medicine. Trophen is like German for drops. And so that guy was very popular. It was cheap, sold all over the place, man. I've dug them all the way from New Orleans. I've dug them out to Pennsylvania and Missouri, Illinois, Ohio, Indiana. That's a popular bottle. But there's two more of these. Is Gillett's Chemical Works out of Chicago. Those are 1870s flavoring extracts. A little round cylinder. These bottles are actually older than they may look. A lot of the drugstores use cylinder, clear cylinder bottles. These over here were aqua. You can see they have the plied lips. It's just that this one was flint glass. It was clear, but from the same time period. They used them in the 1860s and 1870s. And this bottle has a little bit of color to it. So I guess we got a little bit of color here. It's like almost a teal or a real dark aqua. Probably a stove polish bottle or something like that. Maybe a medicine. And we got a doorknob. That hole that Paul was digging in. It's like a false wood grain. Some people call them Bennington Knobs. So that kind of told you probably what they had in the house that we were digging behind. That was probably what was on the doors. And there's one of their door keys. That was kind of cool. And it's pretty corroded. But again, we're learning on that electrolysis, so we'll let you know how that goes. We'll get that figured out here when we get a chance. There's a pair of early doll heads. You can see she's got blue eyes. You can still see the blue original paint. And somewhat of her hair, kind of curly crop. That was real popular in the 1860s and 70s. This one was a little bit older yet. I think this was a solid 1860s doll head from the Civil War period. There was broken pontiled stuff around it. And Paul dug that one out. But just again, the hairstyles can date those. If you're into doll heads, you've probably got 100 or more of them hung on to you. This was broken, and it was a beautiful J&C McGuire Chemist and Druggist from St. Louis, Missouri. So too bad that one was broke. Well, we brought it home anyway. There was that real cool jug, kind of teepee beehive shaped jug, salt glaze. I think they were made in Peoria, Illinois, at one of the potteries there, because I've dug these only there. I've never seen those jugs anywhere else. Now, pottery collectors may say otherwise, and that's cool, but I'm just telling you my years of experience, that's where I've seen them. So just a little interesting sideline there. Has a unique, almost a green colored glaze, and you can see it's got these drips on there. Really neat looking, but anyway, it's got the lip damage, but I think I'm going to fix that one. This is a German mineral water, bright, almost an orange color, and the mark on that one is Selters Nassau. That was one of the more popular mineral water bottles. Got the crude applied handle on it, and you can see it was hand thrown. But those come over from Germany. Some of them are from Amsterdam and from Holland, but they had mineral water in them. And we got some pipes, old smoking pipes. We had some more pieces and bowls somewhere. I didn't get everything out here. But these, we got two of these that have the, I don't know if they're like stars or just little hobnail design on them. Kind of nice. Sometimes they'll fit together, you know. You can find one that'll glue together, and we fix those up. A couple little clear slicks, little square 1860s, 70s drugstore bottles. Just brought this home. It was one of our only pontiled bottles we brought home. It's a little pontiled ink bottle. It's got the top broke on it, but it's still cool. And we had several other pontiled bottles in there, colognes and medicines and things, but none of them survived intact. This was one of our best things. I think it was one of the coolest. I don't know if this is a dwarf or a gnome, or I don't know what you want to call him, but anyway, he's carrying something on his back here, and I believe it was a match striker. You can see the almost a wicker basket design, and it's kind of rough where they could strike the matches on there. Matches could go in there. But yeah, he's had a rough life, man. His troll or gnome, or I'm going to call him a dwarf. I don't know. I liked reading The Hobbit and The Two Towers and Return of the King series by J.R.R. Tolkien, and he's had a rough one, man. He's been in battle. He's had his arm whacked off and his foot. But look at those muscular legs, man. A lot stronger than me. So that guy's had a life, man. But there he is. That's from 1860s. So they had some cool stuff. Really did. This thing's had a rough life too. An old yellowware bowl that I pulled out of that last hole. And you can see it's kind of beat up, but it's actually intact. It's just had the glaze whacked on and around. It's stained, of course, from being in the ground, but that's a nice old 1870s yellowware bowl, probably made in the Midwest. So that's about it. That's all we got. I mean, we got a few more things, I think, in a bucket that I didn't get out, but that's the highlight. And just want to thank everybody for watching our videos. We really appreciate your comments. All of you who are getting to know some of you, kind of feel like personal, and that's what we like. And we hope maybe to meet some of you on our travels, and just kind of like a little shout out to if anybody has a house that was built before 1890 or older, the better. If you think we might be interested in having us come there to probe and maybe dig there, we'd be more than glad to contact you and get in touch with us about that in our comments. Leave us a comment. We'd love to come and do some digging. We travel all over, so anyway, that would be kind of cool, whether to shoot video or not. If you prefer not to have video, we do a lot of dig. Most of our digs, in fact, before we started doing this, we didn't have any re-recorded. But anyhow, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, we hope that you, down at the bottom there, you'll click on the subscribe button, and we appreciate every one of you. I'm trying to answer every comment personally. I hope I can keep up with it, but we sure do appreciate our fans and all the good comments. It just kind of keeps us encouraged and keeps us going, especially on them rough digs, cold days. You know, you just want to give up. But boy, you think about all of you out there, and I appreciate it very much. And Shovelin, Shelley, and Privy Paul also, I know I speak for them. And we got some more stuff coming up. We're getting permissions lined up now. We got them, and just the ground's frozen. But we'll just keep in touch, and we hope to see you in the next video. I just want to praise God for His blessings, and I'm thankful that I didn't get covered up in that hole, and Paul and David had to try to dig me out of there, because that would have, well, it would have ended my videos. So maybe they would have continued on, but I know it was the Lord, so I just give Him the thanks and praise, and just appreciate all of you and your prayers, your thoughts, and pray for our country, and let's stick together, man. We'll get through all this stuff with these politicians slugging it out, and hey, life goes on. We gotta live our lives to the fullest every day, and we're just thankful for that. Thankful to have health. So God bless you, and we'll see you in the next video.